Today I would like to talk a bit how my Blackmagic 6K rig looks like now in 2022.
Please subscribe to the channel and hit the like button.
Lately I shot a concert with my Blackmagic 6K and I'd say the results are quite good. Link is in the description down below. How my rig looks like now and what are the elements I'm using. Of course I got it on my Sachtler legs floater 75 ms, which are amazing. I got this FSB head, which is also very nice. I'm very happy with that head. I shot the concert with that combo and the experience is very good. It works very smooth. It is very easy to set up. It takes small amount of space with the leg spreader, so that's the thing I can for sure recommend. This head and this legs, this is amazing combo. Then I've got Tilta Matte Box with addition of this stackable circular filter tray. So with that additional tray I'm able to mount up to 4 circular filters and 1 rectangular one, so 5 filters in total. In most cases I use 2 at the moment because I got only VND and my pure mist, but with this additional stackable tray and this dual circular filter tray I'm able to load up to 4 filters or VND and 2 circular filters, so it's very flexible MatteBox at the moment with this add-on. So I can recommend really both the Tilta MatteBox and this additional tray because it becomes very flexible and there is no vignetting even for 12mm lens installed in this 18mm equivalent in full frame terms. So there is no vignetting with additional tray, which is very nice. Then my usual lens of choice is the Sigma, although I recorded this concert lately with Canon 24-105. And actually for the distance I was from the stage, it was actually perfect focal length because it was 35-150 in terms of full frame, considering the crop factor of Blackmagic. That means I can zoom in nicely. Then I still got the half cage from Blackmagic. Can I recommend it? Yes and no. I guess the full cage gives you more possibilities to mount things, but lately I'm using this mostly on the tripod, so it's not that crucial. And also the base plate is connected constantly with the camera, so I got more mounting points with the base plate and the rods and stuff like that. So it's not that crucial to have a full cage, although probably full cage is better, and either you got the Tilta one or Smallrig, doesn't matter probably. What is good about this one, that this is a Nato rail up here, so you can mount Nato accessories directly to the cage. You don't need additional Nato rail, and you got the ARRI connector on top, so this cage is quite flexible. I also got this cable clamp for the HDMI and USB-C, also Smallrig clamp for the hard drive, which works very nice, I say. And some people complain that these clamps hit each other, but basically they are spring loaded, so you can move them into the direction you want. And actually sometimes I use them to put some cables inside here, maybe not this one, but for example power cable can run here. At the moment it's just velcroed here. So the half cage is enough for me. Then I got the Andicini 7-inch monitor. I'd say for Blackmagic 6K the 7-inch monitor is crucial thing because much easier to nail manual focus with 7-inch monitor. Especially with this one you can zoom in up to 3 times, so you can get really nice magnification on the big screen, so you can nail focus really easily. And at the moment it's on the handle, but since there is also ARRI connector on the cage, I can mount if I want. If I'm working from the tripod, it is better to have a monitor directly on the cage because it's lower. What else? So I'm using original Sachtler plate to mount it on the tripod head, but it's quite annoying to get it all the time and screw this in and click and yada. So I got additional plate which is compatible with the Acra Swiss plates, and since I got more than one camera, I'm able to switch cameras on the tripod with this solution. So it's a quick release plate. Maybe it's a bit tricky to put it in. There is a clamp which clamps it down, and it is quite steady there. And that way I can move the center of the mass either with the original plate or the Acra Swiss clamp. And additional thing which this gives me is so I can easily unmount it from the tripod, and I got lighter Acra Swiss plate because this original plate from the Smallrig is quite heavy. So the whole rig is lighter without this, with only Acra Swiss plate. And also I can mount my different cameras which got Acra Swiss plates on them. And that means that that I have only one tripod, and it's flexible for all my cameras. And also, which is really nice, this Baseplate got two 3/8 holes on the back, and that way I've been able to mount this battery plate. So I can use either this 750 NPF battery, and I can mount this here. And since this battery plate is connected directly to the camera power inlet, that means that I can swap these batteries when camera is recording, because there is a still internal battery inside which lasts at least 20 minutes. So I'm able to switch these batteries during the recording for the fresh one. So actually I can record for the infinite time, or when I'm on location and there is a power outlet, I can connect this to the wall and put battery eliminator from Atomos here, and this is connected directly to the mains, so the camera can run for days being powered from the wall, and I don't have to play with this annoying power connector which is in the camera. But I'm going somewhere further, I can use this 980, and this is enough for like 3 hours of recording with Blackmagic 6K. So with one of these I can record for 3 hours, with two of these for 6 hours, so it's really plenty. And these batteries are much lighter than V-mount batteries and much cheaper, so that's the light and economic solution. Anyway, that's the battery solution, which is nice, although it's annoying at times, since whenever I want to mount some shorter lens, I have to move the rods toward the back, because when there is this added frame, the thumb screws can hit the rods, and I cannot back the MatteBox really far, because it would just hit the rods when it's pushed back 2 centimeters. So for shorter lenses I have to push back the whole rods into this clamp, and there is a limitation because there is this battery plate in the back, so that hits, so there is a limitation. So for really short lenses I had to change the rods for 10 centimeters one, which might be annoying, and for really long lenses like 70-200 I have to use 20 centimeters rods, so I have to change the rods also for really long lens, which is annoying. And this only occurs if you got low profile base plate, because this one is low profile, it's like around 3 centimeters tall, and normal base plates are like 5 to 7 centimeters tall. So actually this problem does not exist with them, with my base plate. It's the only annoying thing about this setup, but I can live with this. I got a different video when I review this stackable trays, so you can see how to handle this annoying thing with this base plate. If you got normal base plate, it is not an issue, but if you want to see more details about this additional stackable trays, go and watch this other video. What else then? This Smallrig handle, which is quite handy, pun intended. There are plenty of mounting points, although I mostly use this mounting point for the monitor and nothing else on the handle, but you got also flexibility to mount this as a side handle, so it is quite nice. And you can also rotate the handle around the mount, so it's very flexible. And then follow focus, I got Smallrig follow focus. Before I got the Tilta mini follow focus, but this one is actually better. It's not that this one is flawless, it's not. It got some flaws, but for me this one is better, and I guess I'm about to create comparison between this one and Tilta Mini to show you what are the advantages and disadvantages of each one, because none of them is perfect and none of them is terrible. So I use this one. For me this one is better, but for some people Tilta Mini might be better. And for the rods I use the carbon fiber 15 centimeters or 20 centimeters, depends on the lens. if I want 70 to 200, I have to exchange the rods for the longer ones, which is quite annoying. But if I would use normal sized base plate, that won't be a problem, because I could use 20 centimeters all the time and mount every of my lenses, and the rods are not shown in the frame because I can even move them farther back, so it's not a problem. So 20 centimeters one are enough for almost any lens if your clamp is in front, like here, because this clamp is almost in line with the lens mount here. So 20 centimeters rods are enough even for 70 to 200. F4, not sure for f2.8, but probably 2. Then T5, 1 GB size. It's enough. If you record Q5, it's enough for almost 2.5 hours. Of course, it depends on the scene. So that's the rig in 2022. I'd say this camera is still very, very nice nowadays. I know there are plenty of full frame cameras which are really nice, but this one still produces very dope image. So I'm very happy, and I'd say at the moment that I feel like this rig is complete. Although maybe only thing is that it's hard to mount a mic here. There is a room for a mic here, but the camera have a fan, so you got the fan noise recorded when you record from here. But actually you can just connect mini XLR here and connect an XLR mic, and the mic could be on a boom pole, so it's not a very big deal. You got the ability to mount it externally, because I do not recommend mount it on the Blackmagic 6K Rig if this is the shotgun mic, because this fan noise is also recorded, so it's a bit annoying, I'd say. That's my rig in 2022, and I'm really happy about this rig, and probably affiliate links down below, not sure yet. And if you want to more know about Tilta Mirage, you can watch my series about this MatteBox. It already got 3 episodes. Cheers, mate.